Are we going?
Oh, we're going.
What's Lumpin' Lumpies coming at you from the year 3000. Not much has changed, and we're still here. I got Sean, Chris, and Emma, and me, Josh.
Hey, that was a good one.
Right? I thought about it on the car ride home because I was thinking of the song.
The Jonas Brothers song?
Yeah.
Is it Jonas Brothers?
Yeah.
It's weird because I was thinking of that song like the other day. So.
It's the Jonas Brothers actually covered the song, but it was the more popular version. It was like a pop punk.
Yeah, I know the pop punk version.
Wait, but who's that by?
The girl with 3 boobies.
Yeah, the girl with 3 boobies. I forget.
Butthole Surfers.
No. I'll look it up though.
What?
It's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
The
Year
Big Tit Squad.
3000
That's it.
original.
No, it's my band.
That's us.
Yes. We do all big tits.
It is by Busted.
Busted.
You were kind of close in a way.
With big tits.
With busts.
Busty.
It's
Busty Bros.
It's a British pop punk band.
Whoa.
It's released 2003.
So they're like neck deep.
Basically.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the music video for Smash Mouth All-Star? How it has like Ben Stiller and Dane Cook in it?
It's from a movie.
Is that? Mm-hmm. Whatever that's.
I forget what it is.
Zoolander.
No. It's older than Zoolander.
They're like superheroes. They're like trying to be
Oh, Mystery Man.
Is that what it is?
I used to love that movie. It was fucking dope.
Never seen it.
It was pretty sick.
The music video is just from the movie.
I've just seen the music video.
It was like the first movie that the song was in.
Yeah. I think that happens sometimes. Like made for movie like songs.
And then the company that makes laser light shows bought it up. Like, we want the rights so you can play this and Genie in a Bottle.
What?
Wait, like laser light shows in general?
Yeah.
There's just a company.
I don't know, probably.
A monopoly? We should go to one. Why don't we ever do laser light shows?
There's like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They do that like every year somewhere.
Yes, let's do that. That'd be dope.
Like just...
Siberia.
Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are
That's not
done.
the same,
Yeah.
dude. The laser light shows we got at school were crazy.
You had light shows at school?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
What?
How do you not remember that?
Right?
What?
They always, like, showed, like, the Fox and the Hound in, like, laser light version.
I only remember going to the planetarium. That's it.
And then they play...
The movie?
The
The Disney movie, all of a sudden the dog like dies and they're like shooting lasers.
It wasn't
like...
Fox and the Hound.
Oh, it was like some Fox.
Wait, what grade was this?
All of them for, like, until, like, 5th grade.
Oh, see, I don't remember that.
All the time.
That's so early.
You act like that's something that wouldn't stand out in your brain.
Right?
I
Something
was
you've
gonna
never
say,
seen before.
The only thing I remember is like going to like a planetarium place and seeing one once, but that was it.
Planetarium in 2nd grade?
I guess so.
Yep.
Bingo.
It was pretty cool. We should go. When there's not a field trip.
2nd grade?
I don't know. I remember that for some reason. So.
Yeah, because it was fucking dope.
That was, like, my first year here.
Oh, so maybe that's why.
Yep.
Maybe you were like right after it.
I came midway through 1st grade.
Ew, gross.
Where'd you come from?
My mom.
What?
But
Cannot reveal any locations here.
You can.
Oh yeah.
In a state.
No.
Were you in this state? I can't remember. I feel like you told us this at the
I
fire.
mean, people know know what state we're in.
Came from Manch Vegas.
Oh.
Boom.
That's right.
No one's gonna get that.
We were
Except the locals.
typing Manch Vegas. That's right. We were talking about that at the fire, and I forgot you already told me that.
I came here. And I didn't go to preschool. My little brother got to go to preschool. I'm the only one who didn't get to go to preschool.
I feel like it's not that big of a deal.
I just watched Jerry Springer for like a year.
Yes.
When you were like 6?
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
Manch
That sounds like,
Vegas.
that
It
sounds
is bad. And like all the time my mom would be like, come in and be like, change the channel. I'd be like, okay. And then she'd leave the room, I'd change it back.
Just like
I'd watch
14-year-old.
lesbians make out on a couch.
Damn.
yeah.
And then I used to turn it to channel 76 and look at the scrambled porn. It was like a girl in the shower, like.
I have 2 stories.
She's really
now.
young for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. You find it when you find it.
I never found it.
2 stories from that. First one. I'm trying to decide if I should even say this, but loud car thing. I stayed home from school once, and I was watching Jerry Springer and Maury because that's what I'd watched anytime I was sick home from school.
Yeah.
And there was my ex's mom flashed her tits to get Jerry beads, and I was sitting there with my sister. My sister and my dad were all sitting in my room, or like they had to pass. We lived in my grandmother's house after my house burned down, and so where my room was kind of like the living room. We had like 2 separate living rooms. So my dad's room to leave his room, he would have to go through my room. So he was like coming up the stairs and passing through my room as my sister was coming to go downstairs to talk to him. So they stopped in my room, and it just all happened at once. And I'm just watching the screen with my mouth, like my jaw completely open. Like, that is my ex's mom flashing her fucking tits on TV. So,
can you tell me what Jerry beads are?
Jerry beads are, you get them for flashing your boobs.
It's like
Is it just like a necklace or something?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
The
yeah.
big
Mardi
ones?
Gras.
Mhm.
yeah, like Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras beads.
I
So
didn't know-
basically,
So it's encouraged.
yeah. So
Oh.
it's just like,
You never watched Jerry Springer?
No, I never watched any of those types of shows.
you've never seen
Yeah.
Jerry Springer?
There's
No.
shit like that.
Oh my god, we have to watch it.
Because I'm not like
Nah, watch
gross.
Chris, Chris hasn't
Gross.
seen Maury. He hasn't seen Two Girls, One Cup.
You ever seen Maury?
No, I haven't seen. I don't watch this. I don't watch like.
What'd you do when you were sick? You stayed home from school.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I watched.
I tilled the fields.
Yes, because I was just working.
And I picked squash for mother.
Yes, my day is working the fields. Of course, when I was younger. We didn't have a television. We didn't have electricity.
Oh my
It
god.
was a different time. I don't know. I just never watched those shows because they always seem like gross. 'Cause it's just like
We're gross.
gross people being like, no, I didn't like fuck her and like have her kid and like shit like
Yeah,
that.
it's funny.
I didn't fuck her and have her kid.
I didn't do either of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I meant, okay? Either way, it's all just like stuff like that, where it's just like gross people like yelling and screaming about like dumb shit.
You can get like the gist
So mature.
of the episode from like the first like 2 minutes in the little bar at the bottom, where it's just like Charlene says that the kid is Dennis's and that he should start paying child support. Dennis says Charlene ate the last piece of pizza. He left the house and hasn't seen her since.
Yeah. Also, someone from my hometown was on the show.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I like could not believe it.
Where did they film it?
I don't know where where it's filmed. They like traveled to go. Yeah.
Probably like
Which-
New York or something.
Probably.
I think that's what it is. I think it's New York, but I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah, the person was in that sort of type of pregnant by me, no, by this other person, by whatever. I don't want to get too into it.
We don't have to. It's
Yeah.
the same as every other thing, I assume.
It was. No, I'm not gonna get into it. But
What was the
yeah.
other story?
So the other thing had to do with preschool. So it was.
I flashed my tits and got beat.
Yeah, basically.
The teacher had beads.
Basically.
Teacher
No,
got
I
beat.
the place that I went to preschool, like my elementary school had a preschool that like it was like preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, whatever. But I went to a preschool before that, like actual elementary school, and it was like super like hippies. Like it was literally on like a little farm. Like there was
Oh. It was like a daycare.
yeah, basically, but it was school. Like it was school. It was preschool. But there was goats and cows and
What the
stuff and like gardens and vegetables and stuff. So I think it was kind of like we would do reading and then we'd go out and feed the animals and then we'd do this and paint and then go out and pick tomatoes.
Pick the
Smoke a
tomatoes, alright,
bowl.
count the tomatoes as you pick them.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Then we cut cocaine.
And put it in with the blueberries.
We basically were like picking all their vegetables and selling it for them as like preschoolers.
I was like gonna joke about that too and say
Yeah.
like we like just doing work.
I don't really remember it. I could be wrong, but I remember there being. So I was only there for a short amount of time because they had a lit jungle gym and like an outside that was just it was all like fields and pretty and swings and everything.
Sounds fun. I
And-
didn't get jungle gym
Yeah.
in the city.
When I was I think I was 4 or 3. I don't know. I went there, and basically in the middle of class, I would get up and leave and go outside to the jungle gym and like disappear and go be outside for like 2 hours straight, and they wouldn't even like realize. And then I was doing it like every day, and I kept doing it and going outside, and they wouldn't notice, and then they'd notice and have to run outside and get me. And then basically made my parents come in and were like, yeah, we just think that maybe she should wait another year before she comes back. And my mom was like, you let her somehow, my 3-year-old kid slipped past you and was just outside by herself for hours.
How many kids were there?
Multiple times. Like a typical class. Like it was like...
It was just her.
Like, yeah, just me, and they're
Her
like...
teachers constantly fell asleep.
Yeah. No, I don't really remember, but it was like a typical class. But they basically were kind of being like, you should not have her be here. I was only there for a few weeks, but my mom was also like wanting to take me out anyway, because she's like, obviously you're not like paying enough attention, and she was like embarrassed that I would like, and whatever. But yeah.
I feel like that's always like a thing. It's like your kid's not caring enough when they're like 7 of like sitting in a classroom for like 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like unnecessary. They're just not smart enough.
I almost didn't go to high school.
What does that mean?
Wait, what'd you say?
So I almost didn't go to like our high school with you guys. I almost went to a different school.
Why?
I don't know.
Have you never told us this before?
Yeah, this never
It didn't
come up before.
happen.
This is like
why.
when you yell at me for like not
Yeah.
telling stories that like I forgot.
Oh, sorry. It was like 8th grade and it never happened. So why would I remember that? It wasn't an event I went through like you.
Whatever. So
was a
where were you
big-
gonna go?
Potential life-changing thing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
You
So
wouldn't be here
Could
today.
have.
I'd still be here. I still would have known Sean.
And you guys
yeah,
wouldn't have
10
been the
years
same.
ago.
Damn.
But yeah, there's like the school where you can like specialize in things, and I don't know. I guess I don't even remember the name of it. No, I do. It's St. Bonnie's.
Oh.
Oh.
I almost went there because like it's like you can get like it's like a private school, and you can get like scholarships and stuff, and like part of the scholarship is your parents have to go in on the weekends and like clean the school.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's
so
a
weird.
vegetarian only school,
What the fuck?
but like you get to pick like your classes. So like if I was into computers, like I would have gotten like nothing but computer classes and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. I don't remember why.
I'm sorry.
Part of it, I think, was like I was like, I don't want to go there. I want to hang out with friends in high school.
That's like a movie plot. Like, you could go here and be successful, or stay back in your bad, shitty school with your friends.
Topanga. Boy
yeah.
Meets World.
Basically, yeah, it's like that. You're a Topanga.
You're Topanga.
You're
Topanga.
Topanga.
And Sean is Corey.
Sorry.
Cornelius.
Sean ruined my life.
You guys painted an apartment together.
Bad color.
A really bad color. Was it like yellow or something?
Yeah, it was-
Yeah,
like-
everything was yellow.
Corey's a little dumb.
That's literally you guys painting the bathroom.
How dare you?
Bleach fucking white.
I thought it was fine.
No, it was
It
bad.
wasn't.
It was
Very
fine.
bad. Awful.
I wouldn't have been fine with it.
Of course you would. You would have been fine with my actual shit spread across the walls and dried for eternity.
Adds character.
There you go.
It matches the
Not
apartment.
a good character. Evil character.
Well, I guess it would have made like the cat hair
Antagonist.
stick better to our like bad, shitty, like humid bathroom. There's not a fan in there.
But yeah, in first grade, we didn't have a jungle gym.
What?
At the place I went to, we had to cross a street. We had to cross a main road, and we just went in and like.
Abandoned building.
Yeah.
No, it was a like abandoned parking lot, pretty much. It was a basketball court that had like 20-foot high like chain link fence, but there was no there's no basketball hoops. But on one side there was a piece of plywood that had a laundry basket with the bottom cut out like stapled to it. So that was the basketball
Okay.
hoop. And mainly everyone would just sit around. And then me and this guy named Pierre, he was probably the closest I had to like my first friend. We went around, we kicked people.
Okay.
This is the most like
I'm like,
city
aw.
kid like thing ever that I've heard.
Yeah.
We hung out in a parking lot, and kicked people. We're like 6.
It's like people be sitting, and we'd be like, "Pah!" Kick them in the chest, and they fall over.
Yeah.
That's awful.
So yeah, you can see the
About.
difference between Emma's nice farm like
Yeah.
place where kids go outside and Josh's city living where
Yeah.
you cross a highway to go kick each other.
That's awful.
Just us white trash rednecks.
That's right.
I am not white trash, good sir.
Mine wasn't redneck. Mine was inner city. My
Yeah.
next door
Whoa.
neighbor got stabbed with a golf club.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
How? Like someone shivved it?
Yeah. Someone shivved a golf club and stabbed a neighbor to death.
To
Epic.
death?
Yeah, he killed him. You can get stabbed with a golf club and be okay.
You could.
Yeah.
You're making my cat scream.
I was also like 3 feet away from an accident where a truck like flipped upside down.
Holy
I was
shit.
like going to the street to get my ball. And it's like, not my fault.
I was
not
gonna
the
say.
ball's fault.
I was gonna
It
say.
wasn't me. He ran a red light and got clipped. And flipped.
No, that sounds like a thing. Again, another movie incident where a kid runs into the middle of the street getting his ball and causes a truck accident. And walks away happy, like,
It wasn't me.
It's awful.
it wasn't me. Cut me in the highway.
Also, on my first day to school and kindergarten,
Let me flip
I
the
almost got hit by
truck.
a car.
I even got my
We're
ball.
never going to like the big city, okay? 'Cause
Yeah, it's
this is the kind of
shitty.
shit that happens.
That place sucks.
That city's just bad.
It's so bad. My dad had to like pick me up and run down the street as the car like came up on the sidewalk.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Or as we were walking to school.
Love it. Love the city lifestyle.
What's the craziest accident you've ever seen? That?
The car flipping, probably. I saw the aftermath of a crazy accident.
Really?
Yeah, it was like one of those giant 18-wheelers that like carries liquid,
Yep.
and it like went off the road on the side of the highway, went off the road up a bank and like flipped on its side like that on top of another car.
Holy shit.
And
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, that guy's dead. That's definitely
Wow.
a dead guy in that car. It was like that. The driver's side was like crushed.
That's scary.
Somehow, I think the guy survived. They like ICU'd, like helicoptered him to hospital.
I think the biggest one I ever saw was one of those like 3-part FedEx trucks. Like no one's like
Yeah.
3 trailer
They're like
attack.
trains.
Yeah, that like crashed, like in like the middle of like a highway.
I'm trying to picture what you're talking about.
Like it's like they have like it's like 3 trailers basically. Like they're not like huge long 18-wheeler ones. They're like half the size, but they're like connected.
They're like kind of like storage unit size.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. What happened to it?
it just like flipped on its like side and like
Damn.
crashed, and like the guy probably died.
A couple months ago, when I was going back down to Mass, 18-wheeler had like flipped and was like across the highway, so they had to reroute traffic like off the road. That
Just
was
like
interesting.
in a banking.
Yep. That was outside Manch Vegas. Go figure. The highway sucks over there too. Like a Gen S that like people go like 70.
Yeah, everyone's
scary.
dumb. Everyone's bad at driving.
I saw one time I was driving south and saw I think it was like a small little white Pontiac car literally just upside down on the road, and that was pretty like I didn't see the accident or anything. I just saw them literally upside down, and there was no cops or anything there yet. Or maybe they just took him and I don't know. No one was in the car, at least from what I saw. It didn't look like anyone was in the car, but there was no cops or anything there yet.
I heard a car accident the other day.
I
Yeah.
watched one happen in Manchester when I was driving through there.
Oh yeah, the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing. That was ridiculous.
Yep.
That's funny.
That's a good story.
That's so dumb. I have a video of it because there was a guy in a truck. I was in the middle lane between. It was 3 lanes. I was in the middle lane. There was a truck on my right and a small little Honda or something on my left. And the truck started screaming at the guy in the small car and was like, "I have my fucking kids in the car," or like something. Got out and then, or he was yelling. And so I'm like, I'm gonna record this. So I started recording. As soon as I started recording, he got out of his truck and went over and kicked that car. Literally just kicked the side of it, and then that car, for some reason, thought it would be a smart idea to floor it and hit the front of the truck, which made him ricochet off into a telephone pole. And his license plate was literally cardboard, and he wrote the like numbers on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's some good karma right there.
Yeah.
That's like prime shit.
Yep.
Love it.
It's
What's
like,
it
wow,
called?
you're an
Instant
idiot.
Karma.
Yeah.
When like someone shitty does something and then it comes right back at them.
It's like they're all like scumbags. That's just good stuff.
How about you? Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I was gonna say once when I was living in Worcester, we saw like this crazy feud in front of us, where it's like people like swerving like at each other, and like one dude literally like popped out the window and like threw something in the other guy's car, and like they were sped off and they both ran through a red light. It was crazy.
That just reminded me of 2 more stories.
How come we don't do this kind of cool shit?
One time I was riding home from Canopy. I was in the passenger seat. My ex-boyfriend was driving, and there's 2 kids in the back. And the kids in the back were throwing cookies and cheese balls out my ex-boyfriend's car window. And my ex-boyfriend told them to stop like 3 times, and they just kept doing it. And one of them frisbeed a cookie and smashed some guy's car. The guy literally whips out a bat and is holding it out the window and flings his car over to our car and smashes the whole side of the car as we're literally going like 90 miles an hour.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Everyone's
Psychopath.
fucking insane.
Yep.
Right.
It's like, that's why you don't fuck with anyone. Don't ever fuck with anyone, because they could have a gun. They could have a fucking bat. They could be crazy. They could anything. Don't fuck with anyone.
Unless you're sure you can run them over.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, yep, I'll kill
Get
him.
ready. Yeah, Sean, what's the most people you've killed driving? How many pedestrians? What's your streak?
Sean's a good driver.
You know, I had a dream the other night that I killed someone while driving.
Nice.
Is that how you feel about the way that I drive?
Well, it was because you were texting and driving.
I don't do that.
Illegal.
Sometimes. Everyone does it sometimes anyway, so.
A little bit. I used to literally drive with my knee and use both hands to text and like have one foot out the window, my third foot like on the roof, and just.
Oh, police sirens coming! And she's getting arrested. They're breaking down the door.
Yep.
That's insane. What's wrong with you?
I don't do it anymore. There's a few times that I have like done something on my phone, but
I feel like
which
I've
is
heard
bad.
that like
Don't do it. Don't.
a lot.
The
What?
teenage thing.
I feel like I've heard that like a bunch of like people like, driving with their knees like
Yeah.
casually. Like, what is wrong with you people?
I don't do it.
I can't. I've tried. Texting and driving.
Christopher.
Oh,
I don't
Sean,
text
sorry,
and
your
drive.
dream. Wait, I want to hear Sean's Emma killing story dream.
Oh, yeah, it was weird. So it's like, she was driving a FedEx truck, which
FedEx truck. It
At
was
the
the
end
one
of
that
the
you
day-
saw. That's when you saw, Chris.
at the end of the day kind of makes it funny in a way. But yeah, she literally
People crashing.
killed somebody, and I saw the accident coming home or something, and I saw it was a FedEx truck. I was like, oh no, I hope that's not Emma. So I went up to it slowly, and you were there in the driver's seat, and you're like, I killed someone. You said that you got like 350 years in jail. So I was like, I was like, literally never see you again. It was super sad. And then when I woke up, you were like getting back in the bed or something, and I told you had a dream about you, and that's what the dream was. So I like saw that you were still alive. I was like super happy. Or like, not that you were alive, but
yeah,
that you
I was
weren't
like,
like
wait,
in
I died?
jail.
Jailed for 350 years.
Yeah.
I like the idea of just like, I got 350 years. You hold hands and you're like, I'll see you when you're 375.
God.
Those sentences are always crazy to me. Like people getting like 4,000 years in like jail.
Yeah.
The most, like 100 and something thousand years.
That sounds about right.
It was like
I don't
some
know.
like Thai lady committed like tax fraud or something. She only served 6 months of it.
Wow, crazy.
There's another story I was going to say, and I can't remember. I was like, oh, I have 2 stories, and I told the one with the bat. I can't remember the other one. I don't know what it was.
I'll tell you how I got reminded of the dude hanging out the window. Because the other day when I came to come over here, people drove up my street with like 8 people hanging out the windows. And I was like, what the fuck? And they like turned around and went back down the road. I was like, what happened?
Okay.
What are these people doing?
All right.
That reminds me that the other day on Facebook, I got an ad to like turn people in who are using like illegal software.
What?
What?
Yeah, it was like an ad that's like, if you see unlicensed business software being used, turn it in. You could get a cash reward.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck is this ad?
Like, if I'm like, I don't know, this guy's still using WinRAR past the free trial. Get him, coppers.
Yeah.
The greatest free trial of all time.
I heard a weird noise.
Yeah, I know some people who are stealing Photoshop around here.
Oh shit!
I could use $100. I don't know. I just assumed.
I got Paint.net. It's free. Look,
I
the
pay
same-
for my Photoshop.
We all
thing is
fucked around in
Photoshop.
LimeWire for years. We can't even talk.
I've never even touched LimeWire.
I actually never touched my
Frostwire.
You
on
never-
the other hand.
You never used LimeWire?
Like, my brother did, but I didn't like really know.
How'd
What,
you
Chris,
listen to
did
music?
you literally like sleep under a rock and never move?
I didn't have any friends, so no one told me about anything.
No.
I like
so-
how you give me shit for not like eating a certain kind of cracker. Like, oh, I never had that. Like, what is wrong with you? You never used LimeWire or watched Maury or Jerry Springer.
Two
like
girls,
pro-
one cup.
Two
Okay,
girls,
again,
one
you don't
cup.
need to
I
watch
don't know.
that because everyone knows what it is. I've never had the urge to watch like Maury. Like, I probably saw like
How?
one clip and it was like, these people are like trash. Like, I'm not gonna like watch this.
Dude, the episode where the girl's deathly afraid of pickles and they send her to a pickle factory.
yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's
Yeah.
so good. She's like freaks out.
Obviously
They come
fake.
out with like a platter of pickles and,
And
like
she's like
scare her into the
screaming,
corner.
crying.
What is this show? This sounds insane.
So
What?
fake.
That sounds abusive.
That one's super fake. It is obviously super fake.
Yeah, there's a few
What's
of
so
them.
funny?
Like these 2 people or 3 people that I watched on YouTube were actually on an episode, and it was like a fake like we're dating and this person's the other girl or whatever, and it's like the guy was gay, like he's gay in real life, but yeah, it's definitely like a lot of it's fake.
I guess I'll just binge watch like 15 years of
You will.
Jerry Springer and Maury.
You
It's
will.
funny.
I like Maury better. Jerry Springer is actual like straight trash people.
Yeah.
It's like
Maury is better.
it's like midget stripper
Yeah.
or little people, excuse me. Little people, stripper, prostitutes, had my dad's baby. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't really remember much Jerry Springer except for like the one episode where it's like, you want to see these lesbians get naked and have sex on this couch? And they're like, yeah, and like, do it, ladies, and they just do it.
It just sounds.
Epic.
Well, I mean,
There was
epic,
like
I guess.
there was like
but-
a little pool, like mud wrestling or whatever
Oh, yeah.
on the stage
Tons of
and
mud.
shit. And a lot of it was like it'd be like a transgender girl would be like, I want to meet like this guy, like something. And they'd like come out and they'd be like, what the fuck, you're a dude? And it's like, no, I'm like, I was born male, but I'm transgender. And then it's like, then they'll fist fight and like shit like that.
I don't know. It just always seemed like
And
so
then,
trashie.
Like
It
I'm
is.
literally picturing
That's
an
why it's
episode
funny.
where like the transgender woman would literally rip off the wig and be like, "Oh fuck you all," and like shit, and like make their voice all deep and like it probably was massively scripted if they were like doing that and were fine with literally like being
Yeah.
manly and whatever.
Maybe it's like wrestling. Like there's just all planned. They're working
Yeah.
together, not against each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just never interested me.
You guys ever watch Steve Wilkos' show?
Fuck is that?
I've
That's
never
a-
heard about that.
That's an actually good show. Steve is like a beast.
Steve Wilkos was the main guard guy on Jerry Springer, and then he got his own show.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
that's right.
What a
They're
weird
they've like
spin-off.
security guards, so if people start like fist fighting too much, they'll like pull them apart or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
just
like
be
a-
a policeman.
Yeah, he was a retired police officer or something.
What was the
It
show
does
about?
sound familiar.
It was kind of like Jerry Springer, but it was like actually serious,
Like
where he
there's
would like bring up like pedophiles
Yeah.
and shit, people who did bad stuff, and be like people who deny that they did the bad things, and he like grills them, try and get them to confess, and they go to jail or something.
does like lie detector tests and stuff.
Oh shit!
I love.
It's like some Oprah stuff.
I used
Yeah.
to watch on YouTube all the time. Catch a Predator.
Yeah,
It's a
Good show.
used to watch it on actual TV.
Yeah, I
Good
remember it
show.
came out. So good.
I've also never seen that.
What?
It's so fucking gross. It's
It
so
is super
gross. It's so they'll like expose it and they'll be like, I didn't know, and it's like, oh, you're 13. That's okay. I'll show you what to do. It's like that. You're like 50. Like, oh.
Yeah, people are fucking gross.
Do you know the premise?
Yeah, it's like they're like catching like pedos basically.
Yeah, and just like all the time, the pedos like try to like weasel their way out of it, and like, I mean, she said she needed help with some math homework. I said my dick's rock hard, but I can still help you with the math homework.
It's like, well, no, I never said anything, any of that stuff, and then they have like
The printouts.
logs,
Yeah.
like 6 months of like
And he's
talking.
just reading it to them.
And then
Yeah.
they're like, I'm sorry. Like, I need to get help. I'll definitely go get help. And then they like
I'll
leave.
go get help right now.
Yeah. They're like bringing out their pizza with them that they brought there to like
Oh, I
share
love
with the
that
kid.
one. So
Yeah.
good. Whenever they bring stuff and they leave with it.
Yeah. They get like tackled and like mutilated on the fucking front lawn.
You ever see the clip where the guy who the second he enters the house he like gets naked?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing?
He literally walks in, gets naked, and fucking Chris Hansen comes around
Hands
the
him a
corner like
towel.
immediately. Yeah, he's like, here, have a towel, have a seat.
You see Chris Hansen got in a bunch of trouble?
Yeah, it was like,
What?
wasn't it like tax stuff or something.
Yeah, he like
Oh.
wrote a bunch of checks that bounced.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
like thousands of dollars.
When the pedophiles are getting tackled, he's like stealing their checkbooks and like cashing out a fucking check.
Do you know who Donald Glover is?
Yeah.
The comedian or actor or whatever. So he used to have a thing called like Steph Comedy. No, not Steph Comedy. I don't remember what it was called. But he had a comedy thing and they did a bit that was like To Catch a Predator. It was like To Catch a Bro. It was like bro rape. It was like it's college bros raping other bros.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's so funny. Like they catch them. They're like, oh, let's just go see what's in your backpack here. GameCube controllers. We're just gonna play some video games.
Oh, I think you showed me
He's
that.
like Axe body spray. Just want to smell nice and a big black dildo. There's like one. He's like in a big black dildo. Do you spray this dildo with Axe?
Yes, you don't have to. Then you don't need to clean it after you use it. You just spray it with Axe.
Yeah, disinfectant axe.
It's like kids. You don't need a shower. We spray Axe.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Ew.
I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, she always covers his
Ew.
dildos in Axe. Wait, what do you mean ew?
Ew.
You've never seen like the memes
What memes?
of like middle school kids?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, yeah.
It's so gross, but
You want to hear how dumb I was in middle school?
Oh no.
oh god.
Yes.
So for like the first middle school dance I was going to, I just like I ran out of body spray. I was like, oh man, I was like, I need body spray. Instead of asking anyone in my house or anything, I went to the bathroom and sprayed myself with like the cinnamon air freshener. And I was like, bitch is gonna love this.
Oh my god.
And I was like leaving, and my mom like gave me like money for Sprite and Sour Patch Kids, Airheads, and she's like, "You smell like cinnamon." I was like, "Yeah, I use air freshener. Pretty genius, right?" And she's
God.
like,
You're bragging to it to your mom.
yeah. And then my uncle came down. And he's just like, "I'll give you cologne. Come upstairs."
Oh my god.
Kids are so dumb.
Cinnamon shit like scalding your skin.
Yeah, it was like Glade, Glade cinnamon.
Technically, probably still a little bit better than Axe. You know.
It's awful.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
My
But it
friend
doesn't
used to
turn
spray
the girls on.
perfume. Say that again?
I said, but it doesn't turn the girls on.
makes
But
me
Axe
hungry
does,
for my dick.
right?
Because they think of
I
a
like
clean
Axe.
home, the only thing they like.
The only Axe I don't like is like the first original like blue one, but all the other ones I love Axe.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
I didn't use Axe. I used Tag.
Oh yeah,
Tag, that's a
Tag.
Dollar Tree
Like-
one.
What do you
Isn't
use?
it?
The Power Stick, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also a Dollar Tree
Tag
one.
like tried to compete with Axe and then got destroyed.
Yeah, I
Oh, I
Never-
know. I remember that.
I don't like any women's deodorant. Like they all smell like baby powder. I fucking hate it. For like ever, I was using men's Old Spice. What is it? Aqua Reef or Aqua Fresh? Aqua
Something
Reef.
like that.
That's the best fucking one. But then I started using like a Dove spray one.
I don't think I've
Good.
used spray anything since like middle school.
I
haven't
never
used spray
used
either.
spray because it never worked for me, but now I use it and it works. I've been using it for like a year and it's so good.
Body spray sucks. It just disappears like incredibly quickly.
Mine doesn't, but
I've never had that issue.
Really? I always felt that it like floated away.
yeah.
I don't know. I just have issues with like aromatic stuff anyways, so. It's too much.
Oh yeah, my friend used to spray perfume into her mouth.
What?
She would literally she'd spray it on herself and then spray it in front of her face and go
And then vape
all the time.
it.
Like we'd literally go out to like the mall. We go to the mall all the time, just walk around the mall. And any store we went into, there was perfume. She would literally just go. And, like,
Literally
eat it.
poisoning her.
Yeah, which like she's like try it, and I was doing it.
Like it tasted
all
good to her or
huffing.
something.
Yeah, it what?
It like tasted good to her.
It like smelled. I guess. I mean, when I did it, it wasn't that bad, but it's stupid.
That sounds like the people who eat like sofas and shit is like the equivalent to that.
Yeah,
You're
Just like
just
drinks it.
doing inhalants. That's all you're
basically.
doing.
Yeah, getting high off that perfume.
Did she maybe think it was like the thing that like suave guys have in movies where it's like liquid mint that they
No,
spray
she
in
was
their
like
mouth?
19 at the
yeah.
time.
Oh.
I remember that stuff.
It's just a weird habit she had, and she's like, I think it like tastes good. It makes like my face smell good. I don't know.
Yeah, on your face, on your mouth.
I like the way it burns through my teeth.
Maybe.
I like the way it destroys my brain cells.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mom used to have water or hairspray bottles that were filled with water, and one time I thought it was full of water, but I sprayed it in my mouth because I was like, water, I can drink water. So I was like, and it was actual hairspray. I was like,
That's great.
Why would she set you up for that?
She did it on purpose.
she didn't set me up. I was just doing it.
What was
'cause
the
I
water
wanted
for?
to put in her hair or
My
something.
mom did the same thing. My mom would have hairspray bottles that were full of water because it would like kind of run out, so she'd add some water
Yeah.
to it or whatever.
Oh,
Weird.
interesting. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I never encountered that.
I never thought it was a thing, but now that you're saying that your mom did it too.
That sounds like a prank. She just pranked you, dude. Your mom you got pranked.
You got
Prank
punked.
TV.
My dad peed on my head once.
Did you ever tell a story on the podcast?
Nicolette's
The greatest story.
stepdad has done that to her like 100 times.
Yeah, well, he was drunk.
Same with him. He walked in her room and literally just whipped out
No,
his...
that's what I meant. Him.
Oh. What?
What?
Yours didn't do it when he was drunk?
No.
What happened?
He said, Sean, I'm coming for you.
I think you actually told me the story.
It's
Yeah,
such a good
probably.
story.
It's my favorite.
He was teaching me how to pee in the toilet.
Yeah.
So I was like 3. So I like bent down to pull my pants up, and his peed on my head.
Like you finished, bent down
Yeah.
in,
He's like,
in the stream, basically.
Yeah, and then like my hair was kind of light because it was summer, so I like claimed it was because my dad peed on my head. It's like my hair.
You never said that part.
Yeah, you never said that
Is it
part.
claim to fame?
He never
Yeah.
said that
I'm
part.
blonde because Dad peed in my head.
Jesus
Said
Christ.
not to tell anybody.
He left that part out on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Was that something you actually told people, or you just thought it?
No, I think I told Josh that once, and that's how he knows. But
Josh is like, Dad, please pee on my head.
I want to be blonde too.
Yeah, who needs to go to a hair salon when you can just have
My
Sean's
dad
dad
kept
pee on
saying
your head?
no. My dad was like, I'm not gonna pee on your head, so then I had to come up with schemes to get him to do it without you know.
His piss is just so basic that like it's essentially like bleach. You can just
Yeah.
same way.
Jesus.
You guys ever get your pee-pee stuck in your zipper?
Yeah, that's why I didn't have jeans until like 8th grade,
You're not wearing jeans right now.
right? Because I like shorts.
I did it a tiny bit, like once.
Well-
I like nicked it.
Oh, I got caught real bad.
Oof, I've never. Really?
Yeah,
Do you remember it?
yeah. I was in like kindergarten. It was like, I don't know, beginning of school, and I went zoop, and it was like, ow, and I was like, oh, it hurts. It's bleeding. It's split in 3. No. But it hurt a lot, and I went home that day. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to wear jeans anymore. I hate them. And she's like, okay. And then never bought me jeans again until like 7th grade. And I was just like, Mom, why don't I own any jeans? And she's like, you told me you hated them. I was like, that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, that's like partly problem on her end there.
A little bit, but I don't know. I didn't really complain because I just had comfy pants on.
Kids shouldn't be wearing jeans really that early anyways. Wait till like 3rd grade.
Yeah, true.
They wear jeans. Maybe.
Yeah, stop mutilating kids' dicks.
Yeah, no more circumcisions.
This podcast is now against the Jews.
Jesus.
No. They killed.
God.
God.
I think one time, way back when I had a huge bush, when I first, like, had pubes.
What?
When I was, like, in 6th grade, I had the most ultimate bush.
Damn.
Ultimate.
No.
Shit.
Like, you could put a pencil,
Oh, yeah.
like, through it, and it would hold it.
Good thing Chris Hansen never came to your house.
Yeah.
Stop those pedos.
I'm pretty sure I zipped up my, like, pubes into it slightly, and I could feel it tugging slightly. It didn't go, like fucking Patrick when he sticks the paintbrush in his nose and rips out a huge bundle of hair. It wasn't like that. It was like I felt something pulling, I think. I don't think I've ever had or don't have like vag lips that just get zipped up.
Not zipping the clit.
Yeah, zip the clit up, which my my zipper is like underneath my fucking legs.
Yeah, I got something like that.
Low rise, wicked ultra low rise jeans.
You just clipped the clit and then like popped off like the end of an eraser.
Oh god.
Podcast is getting sued.
We're suing ourselves.
The Podcast Federation's coming here.
Also, what causes pencils to get the erasers that like ruin your paper?
Yeah, like the hard ones. You're
Who
like,
makes
I
those?
hate those.
it's all like dyed, like red.
Yeah,
and
like, here we go.
smears.
Shit, it just like mushes it everywhere.
Yeah, and like just like spreads the graphite throughout the page.
I think some people just make cheap, bad pencil erasers.
How
Yeah.
dare they?
Like Dollar Tree pencils.
Yeah, it's always like the cheap, shitty ones.
I used
Yeah.
to always like when the erasers fell out, always pinch it. Gotta pinch the top, the metal.
Oh yeah, I would like
okay,
bite
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I would chew
bite
on
it
it.
slightly around and hold it in place.
I would do that
my
sometimes too.
feelings.
I was like, chew it. Yeah.
Did you ever like sharpen it and it would like cut the metal and then show
yeah.
more eraser and then I would bite it down so you'd have more
I would just
eraser.
pull it off and make double-ended pencils like Darth Maul.
That's literally like what every boy would do in like middle school.
Yeah.
They'd have double-ended pencils that were like this long.
We don't have enough marker wars. Connecting 6 of them
Oh,
together.
and hitting each other, swords.
Simpler days.
Did you guys ever have like parties in your like elementary school?
What do you mean?
Like
Pizza party?
yeah, like class parties. We literally had one.
Yeah.
I'm like not kidding you, at least once a month, where one whole day we would just be fucking lit off cookies, cupcakes, a bunch of juice and pizza, and literally do nothing besides like get fucking lit and run around.
I
Like
never had cool
I
teachers.
feel like we may have had something like that a couple of times.
You guys probably did with your cool Miss Magoon.
crab.
But nothing like that. That
Lagoon.
sounds fucking dope.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you either of you guys have like a sleepover at the school?
No.
They had sleepovers at school.
At least my grade class did. It was dope.
What grade was this?
Fourth.
What did you have for 4th grade? Did you have Miss Magoon? Because she's the only one who did it.
Miss Crab.
No, I didn't know if it was like a
Lagoon.
multi class thing. No, I had Mr. Small.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a sleepover at school. It was sick.
Yeah. She was the cool class. You
Yeah.
got to go to Build-A-Bear workshop.
Yeah,
What?
we did go to Build
I got to get yelled at.
No.
How do these different
Sit next to Zach
classes
when he
get stuff like that? I don't understand.
I don't know. It was shitty. Yeah, I got like shitty. Sean and I would have had the same shitty class if Miss Edwards didn't retire or whatever she did.
Yeah.
Go teach a different grade. Because we were in the same class. Then we got separated.
I'm sorry.
And he got a cool teacher and I got a shitty one.
Yeah.
Although, in 2nd grade, our teacher had this thing, like these math competitions, where it was like once a month. We had these competitions, and you got like a free homework pass or whatever from it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it would be like 2 students, like she'd write a math equation on like the blackboard, and you'd stand like 5 feet away with your back towards it, and then she'd like say go, and you had to turn around and like solve it, and whoever solved it first won. And like it was like a bracket competition.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be like one person won. I won every single one to the point where she kicked me out.
Nice.
I wasn't allowed to participate in them anymore.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, she like still pulled me aside. She's like, "You can't participate in this." I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "Because other kids want to win too." I was like, "But I don't want to do homework."
That's not fair.
But you're the only one like smart enough to do the homework.
And then I got in trouble because like I'd like yell out the answers because I was a nerd. I also cheated at the reading Olympics.
Don't be surprised, it's Josh.
Oh, I
How?
cheated real hard.
What'd you
real
do?
dumb. I was doing good in all of them, except there was that one that was like that big whiteboard where everyone was a skier, and it was like however many minutes you read outside of school was like how far along the path you got. And like all the super nerdy people in our grade were like way out there. And I was like, I don't know how they're reading so much. They just go home and read. These kids don't have video games. And I was like, I need to catch up. So like there was like a form that you'd fill out and like hand it at the end of the week. And I was like, and I was like, I'll just forge my mom's signature. I turned it in.
Oh, yeah.
The teacher came up. She's like, Josh, your mom sign off on this? I was like, sure did. She's like, yeah, you read 400 hours this week? And I was like, yeah, really cramming in the late night oil.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And she gave me detention that I had to have
What?
signed by my parents, and I just forged it again.
Oh my god.
You can't like do that shit today. Like
Yeah.
You couldn't do it then.
no, but like, what?
I've done it a couple times.
said
We
you
did
couldn't
like
do
that,
it
but
then.
nowadays like my mom always told me about my like little brother, and it's like they literally have like an app for the school where it tells you
Yeah.
like what time they were in school, each class, what time they left the class, like everything like that. So you can like look at everything all the time.
That's terrible.
So you can't like get away or get your report card from the mailbox before your parents see
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Also, you talking about the homework thing reminded me of the greatest thing ever, which was used to be the Pizza Hut reading things,
Yeah.
where you would do it's like you would like read books or whatever and do
Scholastic
something.
book.
Yeah, Scholastic thing, and then you would get like these things for like a free like personal pizza from like Pizza Hut.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
got
was
them all the
dope.
time.
That's awesome.
Had Pizza Hut all the time. It was so good.
That's awesome. Do you guys remember the Scholastic book fairs?
The
Yeah.
greatest things
The
ever.
great-
Would you
is.
get like
And,
the
like-
cheat code books?
Cheat
Yeah.
code books.
And also, like, you could... No, go ahead.
I was gonna say the toilet paper material Scholastic like magazines.
Oh yeah.
And the, like, did you guys have, like, students that worked it or whatever?
I don't.
I don't think there's students who.
No, I think it was just like
Parents.
some like teachers, like to be like
Yeah.
adults, like there.
We had, like, students, like, work it for, like, a period of time or something
That's
like
cool.
that. But it was lit, and I remember it's like, they're like, oh, you guys can have, like, 15 minutes down there to, like, look for something. And then, like, I just stayed down there for, like, 40 minutes, like, looking at all the erasers and...
I
Oh my
forgot there wasn't just books. There
Yeah.
was like stuff like that, like the like
pencils.
multi like pen like things that have the different colors.
That was the first time I ever saw Captain Underpants books.
Yeah.
It's like,
Josh's
what is
favorite.
this?
So they are.
So good.
I've also never read those.
Oh,
What?
Me either.
All right, we're having a day of just Two Girls, One Cup,
Take like
Captain
20 minutes to read the
Underpants.
book.
We'll do all the things
Jerry
Chris
Springer.
didn't do in middle school because
Yeah.
he had no friends.
Yeah.
Chris's middle school day.
Yep. That'll
All
be
the
our next
things-
podcast of us going over everything.
All the things you didn't do because you didn't have friends. All the things that didn't require to have friends to do.
True.
Such as watch Jerry Springer.
A lot of stuff
Read a
is
book.
talking to other people about things you did that leads to
No.
you doing those things.
I
Not that
don't
many.
know anyone else who read Captain Underpants except me in second grade. I'd always go to the teacher and be like, do you have the next one? And like she'd get it. Like give it to me.
Damn. Let's just go to a Scholastic book fair. Let's find the next one at the middle school.
We're literally 30 years old and like cut in front of a bunch of like second graders.
Second
Like
grade
those
was,
are my erasers. Get the
second grade
fuck out of the way.
was also where I bled into the apple pie.
What's that
What?
mean?
Yeah, we were
What does that
making
mean?
we were making
Yeah, what does
apple
that
pie. And like we were like peeling apples and I like took my whole fingernail off with the apple peel.
Oh,
And
like
we-
actually?
Yeah.
Like the full thing?
Yeah, like it was like down to like beautiful. It felt really weird.
What, you were making pie in second grade?
Yeah, we were making apple pies. My second grade was cool. We made Play-Doh and apple pies and had the math competition.
I don't remember anything cool like that in mine.
And then third grade we had like the fake we had like checkbooks. It was like teaching us how to balance checkbooks. We had a bunch of fake money. And then at like before Christmas at the end of the school year, we'd have silent auctions and you can like bid with the money that you had.
Huh.
And I was like by far like the richest person in the class, like by like 20-fold.
Cause you like lied about it.
This,
man.
yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
this is what started all of his being able to win.
Josh
Okay.
literally lied for
Okay.
most of his life and like stole like things.
First of all, I didn't lie. I just acquired the money in interesting ways. Sometimes
Wow.
I bring in toys and sell them to people for the fake money, like toys I didn't
What?
care about anymore.
You
Right?
sold toys for fake money.
Yeah. Or my boy Joe was working in the bank. I'd be like, yo, flip me some money, and he'd just give me hundreds. He wouldn't take hundreds for himself. He'd just give them to me. So I just got really rich.
Damn. It's
And
fucked
then
up.
when the auction came, I got everything I wanted. Every single thing. I was like, that gallon thing of Whoppers candy, give it to me.
Damn.
And I was like, the squirt gun, want it, mine. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, all you poor children, did you want these toys? Don't think so.
Damn.
It's hard thieving and lying, but he's managed to make it work after
I
all
didn't
these
thief
years.
and lie. I asked for money and I got the money.
You didn't earn the money.
Someone, if anyone else asked, they would have got it.
Because you're privileged.
I just sweet talk Joe. I was like, Joe, you shoot some money my way, I get some money your way. It's all good. It's a win-win. At the end of the school year, when people have like $120, $180 in their bank account, and I'm sitting on like 25 grand.
And the teacher didn't say anything.
No.
Everyone just felt bad because you weren't wearing jeans.
Yeah, probably. They were like,
Yeah.
this kid.
They thought that you were too poor to
Cut his
afford
dick in
them.
half.
Yeah. This is the kid that
This
has
eunuch.
his dick split 3 ways.
That sounds about right, yeah.
It's fucked up.
I was trying to remember something else, but I don't remember it now. So, it doesn't matter.
Story of my life.
One other story that I remembered, in 6th grade, in science class, there's this thing where you could get like extra credit if you did something like musical or whatever. And
Okay.
so it's like I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a guitar and I'm gonna sing a song. But I ended up getting no credit, even
No.
though I made a parody version of Bon Jovi's "It's My Life."
Stop.
It was like something science related. I don't remember what it was.
Stop.
It's my...
Also trying to think of something.
My jeans. But and then I made a guitar.
It's
basically-
mitosis.
Ooh.
I got my dad to cut out a guitar shape out of a piece of plywood, and I put nails in it and like stretched the rubber bands.
Damn.
How'd you get no credit?
How did you? They're
Because
like, I hate
you
Bon
were supposed to
Jovi.
perform the song, and I got up there and I got stage fright and just went home.
Mom, come pick me up.
Yeah, so I got no
They
credit.
made fun of my 3 dick again.
They keep calling me Hydra Pants.
No.
Yeah, and I couldn't perform. I didn't like singing in front of people. I was shy. I'm a shy little boy.
Who?
Oh my god.
I'm a shy little boy.
Are you?
I didn't sing in front of people until 8th grade karaoke night.
Didn't sing in front of people until rock band the other day.
It was 8th grade karaoke night.
There was a karaoke thing. in 8th
What
grade.
How,
Karaoke
Chris,
thing.
why don't you know anything that happened at your
Does Sean
school?
know?
Sean, do you know?
No, I don't know anything about karaoke.
Yeah, we had. It was PBIS day,
Oh, I never went there.
and like one of the events you could do was karaoke.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah, I
didn't
forgot
do
about
that.
like all that weird like stuff like that.
I
Like the
did.
tickets.
I played kickball,
Yeah.
I played rugby, and I did karaoke. And I did Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. All high pitched, and no one liked it.
No.
What did you get with those tickets? I don't remember.
All I know is I was also rich in PBIS tickets.
Because you
What's
stole
that?
them.
I
Yeah,
did
because
not
you
steal
stole
them.
them. You did
What's
steal them. You
PBIS?
stole a whole roll.
Okay, we did steal a whole roll, but we didn't really get any from it.
So PBIS was like, I don't know what it stood for, but it was kind of like throughout the year or something, you would get them for doing good or something like that. So like we'd have a PBIS day where you could spend all your tickets. One time we had was that middle school?
I think yeah. You could like go outside and play like activities and like,
Yeah,
do
you could
stuff like
spend them
that.
on like activities. Like there was a tie-dye wheel thing. That's the only one I remember.
We had like a
We were
thing
kicked
called like
out.
field day, but that was like
Oh,
at the end of the school year. We would have like 2 or 3 days straight that we would just be like outside, like doing shit in like gym, basically.
We only had one.
I think we had a field day also.
We had field day. She had field days.
It was like 2. But yeah, we also
It
had...
might actually it might have been 2 days. It might
I
have
think
been
we
like
had 2.
I think
We had one
because I
and-
think what it was is we had a whole day of gym stuff, and the next day we had like class parties, and also we had a public outside ice cream social after school hours at like 5 p.m. They do it every year. They still have it. It's
Let's
like,
go.
What did we
wait,
do?
you want to come to my hometown and see my elementary school?
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
Tomorrow.
This is what I said to Sean. I said we should go down to Ipswich really
We
fast.
don't have the time.
Ipswich is like 20 minutes away from Canopy.
I do
30
not believe
minutes.
you.
40.
2 hours.
No, it's like probably about 30 minutes.
Yeah, but for us to get
we
there
left
and then explore
here-
and then go to Canopy.
No. If we
Absolutely
left
no time.
here, I get out of work at 3, we head right to Ipswich. And we literally drive around for 10 minutes and then drive back to
That's such a
Canopy.
waste of time. We should just make a day
It's
out
not a
of it.
waste. It's not a waste. You guys haven't seen my hometown.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any time to do it. 10 minutes. Oh, there's a place. Something
Yeah,
happened.
it's
There's
a
that
tiny
place,
town. I'd be
okay,
like,
we
yep,
gotta go.
that's my where I live. That's my old burned down house. That's my high school.
No, that would not take 10 minutes.
Like a whole day out.
Yeah, we need to make a day.
We have a
When are we
picnic.
ever gonna have a day to do that?
A day like we would have tomorrow if we weren't going to Canopy. So the next time we have a day like tomorrow.
Why don't we just go tomorrow?
We go after Canopy.
At midnight?
No.
We get out of Canopy at like 11:30.
Good, I can be at like 12. I mean,
Is that
at
when it
10.
closes? What's it close?
10.
Not bad.
We're going 5 to 10.
No, now people are gonna catch us there.
Celebrities. Oh my god, it's Lumpy Milk Pockets!
Yeah, we'll see all the
that
Instagram
Chris?
influencers.
Is that Chris from Lumpy Milk Pockets?
I'm gay and I'm finally here to meet my soulmate, Chris from
Stop.
Lumpy Milk Pockets.
God.
It's Dan and Phil being like, our
Dan
third
and Phil, yeah.
member.
Getting spit roasted.
God.
So how I got all the PBIS tickets, right?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Russell.
Oh my god.
He just gave me them. Because he was a good kid, and I wasn't. But
We know.
He would earn them all the time. And Russell
You
just...
bullied him. You're like, give me your fucking lunch money. and
No,
your
he just
PBIS.
came up to me. He's like, you want my PBIS tickets? I'm not going to do anything with them. I was like, sure. And he gave me a Game Boy Color case full of them.
Dope.
And I had like 100-something tickets. I earned like 3 during the school year.
Yeah, wasn't it like all school year, was it?
Yeah. And it's just like whenever a teacher saw you doing... I want to say it was like positive behavior or something.
I think you could also earn them for doing certain things too.
You only got 3 for a whole year.
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, bad boy.
Yeah, but you got 3, like...
Bad boy. Bad to the bone. I would
Bad.
bad.
Bad. I can't even do that.
Bad.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Bad in the morning. 103.4.
103.4.
Oh, my favorite chant.
Makes me come.
No. Stop it.
Oh, that would definitely be a sound effect. You know what that means. Time for us to take some calls.
Time for us to wrap up the episode.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
We gotta do our
Links are in the description.
Social media stuff.
Yep. All right. So follow us on Instagram at Lumpy Milk Pockets. Follow us on Twitter at...
Lumpy Pod.
Send us an email to lumpymilkpodcast@gmail.com if you have any suggestions or you want to talk shit. That's fine.
Oh, hold on. We have an email. Receipt from Levi's. From the pants I bought.
Cutting that out.
If we use that.
We're cutting that the fuck out.
Why?
Because 3 of us are managers at a Levi's.
All he said was No, we can have to cut it out.
Yeah, we're cutting it out. We're not talking about Levi's.
Sean's 25. His birthday's April 25th, 1994.
Social
Kill him.
Security.
And you can check out Josh and Sean's Zelda playthrough.
Really sad.
Twilight Princess.
No.
Skyward Sword.
Evan doesn't even know what it is.
Skyward Sword?
Yes. Emma, have you watched them?
I watched one episode in the background that you made me watch.
Yeah, when we were at the movie theater.
No, I watched, or maybe I rewatched that one and actually watched it.
Why do our friends not watch our
I've
videos,
watched the
Josh?
first two. I haven't watched the third one yet.
Oh, I thought there was only 2.
No, the third one just came out.
Josh, our shit's so uninteresting and bad that our own 2 podcast co-hosts won't even,
It's
don't
not
even
bad
care.
at all. I'm enjoying it.
They don't even care, Josh.
It's okay. We got 3 more episodes in the works, and then we're gonna maybe stream it. Give
I
up.
need the
Probably
bird and
Let's
the
play.
I need the bird and the bear energy from you guys.
You need the Groose and the... I don't know.
More Groose.
Yeah, the more Groose energy. Groose and Bruce.
Groot.
No. Groot. So yeah, check it out on Model64
On
YouTube channel. That's me.
It's still around.
Yep.
Check out his reaction vids.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. What do you think of them?
More
Reaction
energy.
vids?
More screaming. More flexing.
More chest pounding.
More jumping.
More chair falling.
More air punches.
More screaming.
Yeah.
More
one day-
falling on ground. More tears.
We're cutting all this out. All right.
No, we want to get to a point one day where Sean bounces so much with his chair, he jumps out the window.
All right, we're all at the same time. We're all saying bye. Ready? The Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.